What's it going to cost to replace your asphalt shingle roof this year? Well, I'll tell you. For a standard one-story roof, about 2,400 square feet, which is average, where my company is based, it's going to cost roughly between $14,500 and about $15,000. But that's right now, and those numbers are changing fast, and depending on where you live, it could be thousands more. But here's the bad news. By the time you see this video, material prices will have gone up another 5 to 10%. And with another material price increase coming just a few months after that, waiting to do your roof is going to make your roof cost even more later this year. I've been in the roofing industry since 2011, and in this video, I'm going to break down the real baseline cost, the 5 variables that can drive your price up, and how to think about the timing of it if you know you need a roof replacement. So let's start with that baseline cost of $14,500 to $15,000. First of all, I need to make a disclaimer. The roofing company that I run is in Colorado Springs. So the prices that I'm going to talk to you about are based on what a roof would cost here in this market. So if you live somewhere where the cost of materials or the cost of labor is either higher or lower, then that's going to affect the price that you can expect to pay where you live. So just use the prices that I'm going to give you as a starting point, not an exact quote for what you can realistically expect to pay. There's so many variables that have to be factored in. Also, not every roof is created equal. Some are bigger, some are smaller, some are more complex, some are more simple. And in just a minute, I'm going to explain how all of those variables will affect the final cost of your roof replacement. So everything that I'm going to talk about today is going to be based on a standard one-story roof, about 2,400 square feet, because that's a pretty average size. But first, the other thing that you have to think about in all of this is whether or not your insurance company is going to be involved in the replacement of your roof. If it is, I have another video that talks about what you can expect your out-of-pocket expenses to be if your roof replacement is part of an insurance claim. That video is up there. And you should watch that video too, but after you watch this one. But if you're paying for your roof replacement out of your own pocket, then you're going to need to know what to budget. And that's what this video is for. Now, remember that $14,500 to $15,000 number? Remember, that's just your starting point, and that's for a simple roof. But remember, not everybody has just a simple roof. So there's variables that could cause your final cost for your roof replacement to go up. So let's talk about what those variables are now. The first variable is ice and water shield. Ice and water shield is basically a rubberized membrane that gets installed in the vulnerable areas of your roof, vulnerable to water getting in. So that would be anywhere where a roof meets a wall, where 2 roof slopes meet in a valley, or around all of the penetrations. So whether or not you need ice and water shield and how much of it you need could depend on the code where you live. For example, here in Colorado Springs, ice and water shield is only required if your house is at above 7,000 feet elevation. At that point, it's required only at the eaves. But depending on where you live, code might require that it gets installed in more places on the roof or in greater quantity in the places that it is required on the roof. In some areas, ice and water shield isn't required on the roof at all. So if ice and water shield is part of the project because it's required on your roof, you can expect that that could add anywhere from between $1,000 on the low end, maybe on up to $4,000 on the high end. And the reason there's such a big price range on the ice and water shield is just simply because it depends on how much of it is going to be needed to meet code on your roof. Hey, real quick, if you're getting to the point where you're actually wanting to start thinking about hiring a roofer, I've put together a free guide called How to Choose a Roofer. It walks you through exactly what to look for and what to watch out for when you're hiring roofing contractors. It's free, and it could save you a lot of headaches. The second variable that is going to affect the final cost of your roof is how complex your roof is. And by complexity, what I mean is your roof high? Is it steep? And is it really cut up? Meaning, are there a lot of different angles on the roof? Any of those things are going to increase the cost of labor to do your roof. And if your roof is really cut up, that's also going to increase the amount of waste that there is, which means that more material is going to be needed. Now, there's varying degrees of complexity on a roof. For example, your roof might be steep, but not high. Or your roof might be really cut up and not steep. Or it might be high and steep and really cut up. In which case, you can expect that to add quite a bit of cost to the final cost of your project. But for budgeting purposes, just figure that a complex roof could add anywhere on the low end from around a few $100s to on the high end up to $2,000 or $3,000. It all really just depends on what's going on with your specific roof. The third variable that will affect the final cost of your roof is decking. The decking is the wood on the roof that your shingles and the underlayment get nailed onto. But the problem is that your roofer might not be able to tell what condition the decking is in until he gets the shingles completely torn off. We've run into situations where we've gotten the shingles torn off, and that's when we found some rotted decking. Or in other instances, that's where we have found that the entire roof needs to be redecked. So if your roof decking has like delaminated plywood, or there's holes in the decking, or maybe some of the decking boards are rotted out, then all of that is going to require that those boards be repaired or replaced. So if you just need a few sheets of decking replaced, well, that's probably only going to add a few $100s to the cost of the project. But if for any reason your whole house needs to be redecked, then that's going to add a substantial amount. And that means that the cost of the project could climb by an additional $5,000 or $6,000. Depending on the size of your roof, it could be even more than that. Not only that, but that's completely dependent on the cost of lumber at the time. So another variable that will affect the final cost of your project is whether or not there's multiple layers of roofing material. So typically, before a roofer can replace your roof, he's got to tear off everything, all of the material, all the way down to the decking. So that means all shingles, all underlayment, all of the drip edge, all of the flashing, all of that has to come off. But sometimes when we get on a roof, we end up finding multiple layers of felt or underlayment, and sometimes we even find multiple layers of shingles. There have been houses that we've done here that have had 3 or 4, or in one instance, even 5 layers of asphalt shingles on top of wood shake shingles. All of that has to be torn off, thrown into a dumpster, and hauled away for disposal. Well, that adds not only labor costs, but it adds disposal costs as well. So depending on what's up there and how many layers there are, that could add just a few $100s to the cost of your project. Or if there's like multiple layers of shingles up there, roofing material, that could end up adding, again, $2,000 to $3,000 to the cost of the project. Another variable that affects the cost of your roof project is access. Now, this one kind of surprises a lot of homeowners because they don't often think about the accessibility of their house or their roof. So access means, can the delivery vehicle get close enough to your house that it can load all of the roofing material up onto your roof? But it also means, can your roofing crew get their dump trailer close enough to your house that they can just toss the material from the roof down into the dump trailer? Because if the delivery truck can't get close enough to load the material up onto the roof, then that means somebody's going to have to hand carry every bundle up to the roof, which adds labor costs. And it's the same thing on the other end. If the roofing crew can't get their dump trailer close enough to your house to be able to throw it off of the roof into the dump trailer, then that means that everything's going to have to be tossed onto the ground and then hand carried over to the dump trailer. Again, that adds time and it adds labor, which adds cost. So depending on your situation in your particular house, access issues could add anywhere from, say, just a couple $100s on up to maybe about $1,000. Okay, so now you've got your baseline number and you've got an idea of what the variables are that could push your project cost higher. But this is the part that I think is really important for you to understand. That price that I gave you, all those prices, those are today's prices. Roofing material prices are going to go up between 5 and 10% on that increase. And honestly, I think there's another price increase coming after that before we even get to the end of this year. So what is that going to do to the cost of your possible re-roof project before the end of this year? Well, let's look at kind of a 3-stage comparison. Right now, that standard roof is going to cost roughly between $14,500 and $15,000. But after the next price increase hits, then that cost could go up to between $15,000 to $16,000. And then if there is another price increase before the end of the year, which I think there will be, that standard 2,400 square single-story roof is going to cost between probably $16,000 and $17,000. Now look, I'm not trying to scare you into replacing your roof right now. If you don't need a new roof, then don't bother replacing it. But if you know that you need a new roof, or this is a decision that you've kind of been weighing for a while, this is all information that is going to be really important for you to have in order for you to make a good financial decision. Because waiting could end up costing you hundreds or maybe even thousands more. Every time there's a material price increase, that decision to put off doing your roof makes the roof get that much more expensive. And if you're thinking, well, I'm just going to save up money until I've got enough to pay for that new roof, you got to remember this. Roofing material prices have been going up anywhere between 5 and 20% year over year for the last 6 years. So what that means is the cost of roofing materials, the inflation in the cost of roofing materials is going to outpace, more than likely, any savings interest or investment you're going to be able to make. So if you're planning to replace your roof in the near future and you want to know what shingle I would put on my own house, you need to watch that video right up there. And if you just think you want to geek out on a whole bunch more fascinating roofing topic videos, watch that playlist right down there.